Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Pits of Motor Chaos. This yours, Dave. I got online special guest live, Logan Beebe, front engine nostalgia dragster driver. How's it going, Logan?
Good, just hanging out. What are you guys up to?
Not much. We ate some dinner. We had wife made pasta, chicken salad, and some cauliflower with egg in it. It was good dinner though.
Nice, that sounds good.
So Logan, you just had an eventful weekend over there at Famoso Dragway at the Hot Rod Reunion. How'd it go, man?
Yes, sir. We did pretty good. We could have done better. We went out actually second round, but we took out a top dog in the first round, so that was good. All the NHRA guys said that was for us to do. We were basically underdogs.
Oh, that's good.
But his name was Jason Barta. He's actually a really good big contender with our NE1 class, but put him on the trailer.
Cool. So you had
Yes, sir.
So you had a good time the weekend?
Oh yeah, it was a great time. It's always fun going out there, but long and got everything back and packed up today, and it's been a long day, but it was a good time.
Yeah, so are you going to go to the March meet next year up there?
Yeah, we're gearing up for that. We already got our sign-up sheets in, and we actually have a race next month over in Famosa, too. It's called ANRA. It's just a local race.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, is that going to be your last race of the year, or you got more?
No, that's our last race, and then we're done until ANRA starts up again back in April, but we'll be over at March meet. And then we'll probably hit some testing tunes before then to get ready.
Nice. So Logan, how did your whole career in drag racing begin, man?
Well, it first started off, my dad originally got his girlfriend a ticket for Frank Hawley's drag racing school, and she basically chickened out. She thought it was a little too gnarly for her, so when I was 15, my dad was like, "Do you want to skip school and go do this class?" And after that, I was like, "Hell yeah." So went over to Vegas and ended up doing that. I got my license while I was over there, and on our way back, my dad's buddy called him and asked him if he could drive in one of his cars to finish up the season, and then I just started crewing on his car, and then eventually we ended up building me a car.
Which is the Dragster you're driving now?
Yes. And we originally had a 427 blown on gas motor for that, but we were spinning it crazy, and it just wasn't putting out the numbers, so we built this injected alcohol motor. It's 565 Rodak, and we tickle it with a little nitro, and ever since then we've been dialing in the number.
So what's the fastest time you've had with this dragster?
The fastest time we did a 7:43, but that was accidentally. We're supposed to run a 7:60, and believe it or not, we take the timing out of this car, and we take a little nitro out, and it wants to go faster.
Really?
So it was all accidental.
So now you're 21 years old and driving a front engine nostalgia dragster, man.
Yes, sir, and believe me, it's more than fun. It's a blast.
So when did the completion of the dragster being built? What year did it finish being built?
I'm sorry, the phone just kind of cracked up.
What year did you guys complete building the dragster?
I want to say it was 2015. It took us about 2 years to build and get everything registered and all certified. So I believe it was 2015 because this is my third year doing it. We're almost done with our third season.
Awesome. So,
I'm sorry?
So you 3 years now, huh?
sir.
Living the dream, man. Right? You living the dream?
Living the dream for sure. Oh yeah. It's basically I just work, and when I'm not working, I'm working on the race car and heading out to the races. But when I come back, it's back to reality. But when I'm over there, it's definitely living the dream.
Now, does your girlfriend support you in the drag racing?
Oh yeah, she loves it. But a lot of the time when I'm at the track, I'm really focused on the car. But she understands all that stuff, and we're doing it.
So she's probably listening right now. What's her name?
Her name's Courtney.
Oh, hi, Courtney.
Hi, Courtney.
So now, your dad was like your biggest inspiration to get into this, then, right?
Yeah, exactly. He used to crew on a top alcohol funny car, and when I had my 7th birthday at the racetrack. I've always been around this stuff since I was younger, and he took me to my first drag race when I was 4, and ever since then I've always wanted to do it. So he's been my biggest influence on it, and just working on his boat motors and all the projects in his shop. So it's always been a thing for me.
So now, do you have any sponsors?
Sponsors, currently we have a Goleta Red. It's a local brewery or distilling company here out in Santa Barbara, California. They make whiskeys to tequila and everything like that. Really cool. He throws us basically free alcohol and a little money to get into the races and stuff like that. But besides that, we're open to any sponsors.
So now, when you take this baby out on the track, who are your crew members?
I have a buddy of mine, AJ. He's a really big help. He comes up to the shop and helps us put the motors together and stuff like that. My dad's buddy, AJ, so we have 2 AJs on the team. He's one of the tuners, along with my dad. And my other buddy, Patty, he helps me with whatever I need help with. Sometimes helps me pack the chutes, and he sets up all the camera stuff, and he comes up to the shop and builds the motors with us too.
Nice. Now, besides your dad being an inspiration to you to get in drag racing, any drag race drivers out there that were inspirational to you?
Yeah, Del Worsham was always a big one when I was younger. Just watching him race when he was on the Alan Abbey team too, and they took the championship a couple times. Tim Wilkerson's a big guy. I also really like Jim Murphy. He's a Nostalgia Top Fuel guy, and Mark Sanders. Just a bunch of really big names out there. But I've always looked up to those guys. And Jason Rupert, that guy's really cool.
Yeah. So now, how about like like any other nostalgia guys that you race with now? Did you look up to any of the guys?
One of my buddies his name's Daniel Engel. His grandpa owns Engel Cams. He's a good rival for me. He's in my class, and we're buddies and go kart racing and stuff like that at night. And we're just competitive between each other. Like, we're really good friends, but as soon as you come up to the line, like, all that friendship stuff's gone. We basically push each other to do better.
Oh, it's like that with anybody. It could be your dad, your brother. Once you hit the line, you're enemies, man.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I said it's like that with anybody. It could be your dad, your brother, your best friend. Once you hit the tree with them on the starting line, they're enemies.
Oh, exactly. It's no fun and games at that point.
Then once you reach the finish line, you're all best friends again. Yeah. You still there?
The phone is breaking up. I'm sorry.
I said once you reach the finish line, then you're all best friends again, family, whatever.
Yeah, exactly. But it's whoever turns on that win light first, and they figure out out who's happier at the end of the track and who's going to be your buddy.
So now, let me ask you this, Logan. With this front-engine dragster, what was the experience like for the first time getting behind the wheel?
It was a little nerve-wracking at first, but honestly, as soon as you do your burnout, all your nerves go away, and you're just like, "Hell yeah, let's haul ass!" And it's a blast. As soon as you come off the trans brake too, it's like, "Oh yeah!" And then you just want to go faster and faster. Like once you get used to the speed, you just want to keep going faster. It's an adrenaline rush for sure.
All right, now. Let's see, where am I now? Now, how did you come up with hooligan racing?
Basically, it actually came with the car. The dude that sold us the car had this fire suit and had the hooligan on it. And whenever I wore the fire suit, I was always the hooligan. But whenever I was a kid and messing around stuff like that, my mom would always call me a little hooligan and stuff like that. And my dad came up with it. He was just like, "Well, let's do hooligan racing. You've always been a little hooligan." Okay. And that's basically how it started.
If the name sticks, then use it, right? So now, for you, say when you get ready for a weekend of drag racing with a dragster, what goes into preparation to get this dragster ready, man?
Basically, we go through the whole entire car, make sure all the wiring's fine, go through the motor, check bearings, rods, all that stuff, make sure everything's okay and not hurt, put it all together, pack up the trailer, head out, set up the pit, we run the car a couple times, just make sure everything's good so we don't hurt it going down the track or mess up on the starting line, stuff like that. Just the whole maintenance and stuff like that.
So now when you do warm-ups in the pit, do you do throttle whacks?
Yeah, I do throttle reps, and then you spin the tires forward and backwards. You do first gear, second gear, then you do reverse. Make sure you have reverse. We test the trans brake a couple times, see what RPM it comes up to, stuff like that. Make sure the chip's working, and yeah, throttle reps. And we have a little garage over there at Formosa, so whenever we run it, it just is a cloud of nitro, so we always have to wear the mask and stuff. One time I made the mistake of taking off my mask before I got out of the car and out of the garage, and it for sure lets you know and clears out all the sinuses. That nitro is gnarly.
So now with the nitro, you cannot run the car right at night. You have to run on gas first, right? Because otherwise it'll blow up.
We don't run enough percentage. Well, we still could blow it up. We've melted a couple pistons before, but you got to make sure that the car doesn't lean out, or it will mess some stuff up in the motor. But we always make sure we have a good pill in there and right nozzles and stuff like that for the tune that we run.
All right. So now, Logan, what are some of your favorite tracks to run on?
Formosa's hands down my favorite one. We've been to Fontana and Sacramento and stuff like that, but I like Formosa. All the crew guys out there, they make sure that track is pretty much up to par and all that stuff. It's really nice.
Now, do you only do quarter mile racing, or you do eighth mile too?
We just do quarter mile. Actually, they're trying to put in a eighth mile in Santa Maria, but they've been saying that for I don't know how long. So we would go out there and just use it for like test and tune and stuff like that, but everything else we do quarter mile.
Cool, yeah, I prefer quarter mile.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Now, where do you get all your fire safety equipment from, like your fire suit and your helmet and all of everything?
The helmet is Simpson, and everything else, seatbelts and fire suit, my booties and all that stuff, that's all DJ safety.
All right. So now what kind of tires you running on?
We run D10s and they're Goodyears.
All right, now, uh, so far, yeah, you've only been racing for 3 years now, but have you reached any milestones so far?
Yeah, just getting to the number was a pretty big milestone because we've gone too quick or too slow and stuff like that, and we had a big burden getting past first round for a while, but ever since we've been running the number, we've been doing pretty good. But I would say my next milestone is to break 200. I want to be in the 200 mile an hour group. That's the next one.
So what's your what can we look forward to out of you next year with the dragster? Any changes to the dragster for next year?
We're thinking about running a blower injector hat on a blower manifold and just injecting alcohol through that rather than we have a Waterman injection or a Hillborn injection right now. And that's just like what do you call it? Sorry, I'm lost right now. But just the regular stack injection. But if we put the injector hat on it, a blower injector hat, to get better air and stuff like that, and I think it would run the number a lot easier than what it does now. Be easier on the motor.
All right. So now, when you run the dragster, say at like Hot Rod Reunion or March Meet, you're with all these other old timers out there, running their dragster. You get any advice from any of these older guys?
Basically, they just my dad's buddy, his name's AJ. He's been in this stuff for a while. He helps run the California Hustler car. He just tells me to just calm down, keep all minds and everything just settled when I'm sitting in the car and stuff like that. Just so I'm calm and I can cut a good light, stuff like that. Don't get amped up and don't worry about the car. Let them worry about that at that point and stuff like that. So I'm not everywhere with my mind when I come up to the line.
All right, now since you've been driving for your 3 years now, have you had any accidents or close calls at all?
Just really one of them was we shook the tires hard when I came off the trans brake, and it sent me left almost into the wall, but I gathered it, and then as I was going down the track, it wanted to go towards the center line, and I came close to the center line, and I just lifted at that point. It wasn't worth it, but just the wall that one time was the worst call so far. And hoping it doesn't get much worse, but if it does, I think I have a very good, pretty good hand on it that I can handle it.
All right. Now, when you were younger, did you go to drag races with your dad?
Yeah, I'd always go with him when he would work on that alcohol car. I'd always be at the track with them and just seeing what I could get into and stuff like that. I'd mainly just be the dude with the wax bottle waxing the body up and stuff like that. But whenever they would need like an extra set of hands, I would always help them with something. But I've always fairly been around it.
That's good. All right, now we're going to the fun questions here. Ready for some fun questions, Logan?
Yeah, why not?
If someone were to throw $200 million at you and ask you to build a brand new drag race track, where would you even think about building a new track, and what kind of features would you put into the track?
I'd probably put it as close as my house as possible. Big old grandstands, a nice parking lot for everyone to park in. A good crew to maintain it, and probably a killer sound system for some music. I don't know, just anything. I would be open to suggestions for people that would come to the track and check it out if they would want to add anything to it.
All right, now, do you have any hobbies besides drag racing?
Yeah, I like to fish. I was supposed to go on a tournament this weekend down off in San Diego off to, it's like 30 miles out. We're supposed to spend the weekend out there for some yellowtail, but I got to work on Saturday, so I think I'm just gonna work on the car after I'm done with work and then just hang out. But besides that, fishing, I like to just go mess around on like go-karts and stuff like that at like Speed Zone. I go off-roading up in the mountains here. We have a little off-road place called it's West Camino Cielo. It's just like a little dirt trail that we go out and have fun when it rains. I just built the motor for a dually that I got for $500. Just anything with tinkering and just having fun, basically.
Now, for fishing, you do freshwater or saltwater fishing?
Both. I like to go bass fishing and trout fishing, and I also like yellowtails. And we've actually tried to go a little bit of shark fishing, but we caught a couple threshers. But yeah, I don't know. I like deep sea fishing and stuff like that, but I think I'm more home at like a freshwater lake and stuff like that.
So what was the tournament for, bass?
I'm sorry?
I said, what was the tournament for they're having this weekend for bass?
I haven't ever fished in a bounce pool or anything like that. It's mainly just for fun with all my friends.
No. I was saying you were saying somehow you were invited to a tournament this weekend, right?
Oh no, I was gonna do a charter to go catch some yellowtail this weekend. It's like an overnight one.
All right. I thought you said you were gonna do a fishing tournament.
Oh no. I'm not too competitive in fishing. I just like going out and having a good time.
Yeah.
Catching some food.
Oh, hey, you know, my wife and I love fishing. You know, even if we don't catch anything, it's very relaxing, man. You know.
Yeah, it's always a good time, especially if you get all your friends, a couple beers, nice fishing pole.
Yeah. So now, since you've been driving the Dragster, have you had a greatest competitor out there?
Yeah, my buddy Daniel. He's a good competitor. We're good buddies, and we just push each other to do better. But the guy that I actually took out first round over at the Hot Rod reunion, he's been on my radar ever since we started because I'd always leave on him on the light sooner, but he's always had the better car. And this weekend, we had the better car. And we finally got him, and he's a top dog. He's one of the big contenders in our class.
All right, now, with the 3 years you've been racing, have you won any trophies, plaques, awards, anything?
Not yet. No, the farthest that we've gotten was a semifinal round, but we haven't really been in no winner circle yet. We're trying to get there. We've been trying to dial in the car and everything. It's usually we're off on the number just a little bit, and it's either we're running too fast or we run just a little too slow, and the guy always nips me at the top end. But we're getting that number dialed in really well.
All right, now, Logan, if you were able to do time traveling and go backwards in time, would you do anything differently with your drag racing career, like start younger or anything like that?
Yeah, if I could go back, I would convince my mom when I was 5 years old to let me get a junior dragster and start racing then I could have all of that experience. But my mom was never into that at all.
So this dragster was the first thing you ever drag raced in, right?
Yep. Besides doing the Frank Hawley school when I was 15, but when I was 15 till I was 18, I didn't get to drive anything.
Yeah, you know, like some guys, they like to start out with the bracket cars and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's bracket racing. I would prefer the heads up though, because I just want to go faster. I'm like, the 760 is fun, it's good and all that stuff, but I want to go faster. I want to get in the fives. I want to do the nostalgia top fuel. That would be an ultimate milestone goal in my life, but it's just so much money to run top fuel.
Oh yeah.
But you know, maybe one of these days when I'm rich and famous.
Nah, you're still young, man. You never know what can happen.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll get some big sponsors, man.
Dude, I'm hoping so, and if I ever make it big, I definitely won't forget about you guys, that's for sure.
Any sponsors out there listening want to sponsor him? Hit him up.
Let me know. Follow me on Instagram.
Yeah. Hooligan Racing on Instagram.
Yes, sir. Hooligan Racing. I think it's _701. Something like that.
Yeah.
I try to post daily, but I've been busy lately, so I just got back onto it today.
Alright, so now, if you and your girlfriend ever go on vacation, do you guys have a favorite vacation spot to go to?
My favorite place on this world besides the racetrack is Lake Nascimento. We go wakeboarding, take out the boats, jet skis, all that stuff. That's my ultimate vacation, but if I can go anywhere in the world, I don't know. Maybe Fiji or, I don't know, somewhere exotic. I'm not too much on that stuff, but wherever the wind takes me, I guess.
Yeah. So, what's your favorite food to eat, Logan?
I like anything, but tri-tip. Tri-tip's one of my top things to eat. I don't know if you guys have that out there on the East Coast.
Nah, we don't. I never heard of it.
It's a really good cut of meat. If you ever heard of Santa Maria style tri-tip, that's really what you want. It's delicious. I don't know how to explain it. I know it's part of the cow. but no, it's a really good cut of meat.
It sounds good.
So, it's awesome. It's like it melts in your mouth like butter. It's really good.
Alright, so now, does your girlfriend cook?
Yeah, she cooks. She's mainly a pasta type woman, but when she does come around to cooking, it's really good. I mainly barbecue and stuff like that for us, though.
So now, when you're at the track, do you barbecue?
Actually, my stepmom does. She makes tri-tips, she cooks makes sandwiches, all that type of stuff. I'm basically a pampered poodle out there, but.
So when you're on a day of racing, do you eat a lot, or you wait till after the races are done?
I try. What I do is when we wake up, I usually have a pretty good breakfast, and then after that, my mom will usually barbecue after either first round of qualifying or first round of racing. But I try to wait till after all that stuff's done, and then I normally just peg out on stuff.
All right. Now, what's your favorite beverage to drink, non-alcoholic and alcoholic?
Favorite non-alcoholic, hands down, is Cactus Cooler. And Cactus Cooler, Red Bull, and Dr. Pepper, in order, just like that. Alcohol, I do Pacificos for beer, and then for like a liquor would be the whiskey that my sponsor makes. It's hands down the best whiskey I've ever had, but since it's only local, it's I do Jameson and Red Bull.
All right. So, what's your favorite movie of all time?
Favorite movies?
Favorite movie of all time. What's your favorite movie you ever saw?
You're killing me. I would say probably Talladega Nights, hands down. Anything with Seth Rogen or Will Ferrell.
All right. So you like comedies?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Comedies is my thing.
So, what's your favorite music to listen to?
I really don't have a favorite music. Like, the last time we talked, it was rock and heavy metal and stuff, and my favorite, like, rock band would be the Ramones, but right now I'm stuck on Biggie. I've been listening to Biggie today.
Really?
Yeah, I go everywhere with music.
What's your favorite metal band?
Metal band? I like Slipknot, the Ramones, Megadeth, what else? I listen to everything, Papa Roach, everything.
Yeah, that's cool.
I really don't have a favorite band. If I were to say favorite band would be probably the Ramones, and My Brain is Hanging Upside Down is my favorite song.
Now, you listen to country at all?
A little bit, not too much. Like, my dad always country music, and I can never remember the guys' names. The stuff that me and my friends listen to for country is, like, new country. It's not any of the good stuff.
Now, how about classic rock?
Classic rock, I like Pink Floyd.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with Pink Floyd, man.
Yeah. And Fleetwood Mac and stuff like that.
All good stuff, man. Fleetwood Mac, Led Zeppelin, and all that stuff. AC/DC.
Yeah. AC/DC is a good band.
Alright, so now, what was your favorite cartoon as a kid, man? What you used to watch all the time?
Cartoon?
Yeah.
I would say Ed, Edd n Eddy. That's the one that pops up in my head right now. Or anything Looney Tunes, like Bugs Bunny. He was my guy.
Yeah. Yeah, my wife used to watch Ed, Edd n Eddy all the time, man. So
It's a classic.
what was your favorite TV show growing up?
TV show? Huh. That's a good one. I don't know. Being out in California, I'm kind of like I guess you'd say, like, I guess people call us surfers out here. So that show, Life of Ryan with Ryan Sheckler, was good. My favorite show is probably Viva La Bam or Jackass. Those are always good.
All right. Now, what's been your most embarrassing moment on the track?
Not filling up the fuel tank all the way, so after you do your burnout, all the fuel sloshes forward into the tank, and the motor just dies right there. And then I'm sitting there on the track, cracked the throttle wide open and tried to get fuel up. Wasn't lighting. About a minute probably went by, and then I forget who it was, but someone told me to get out of the car. So I get out of the car while the guy in the other lane's already back in ready to stage, and they have to shut him down, and then we all push the car off the track, stuff like that. I felt so embarrassed.
Now, Logan, if go ahead.
I was just gonna say that was a rookie move. That was rookie year. Just something a total rookie would do.
Now, if you weren't drag racing, what do you think you'd be doing in your life? Any idea?
Probably, well, what I do now for work is truck driving, so that's probably exactly where I'd be still. Just driving a truck.
All right, now, what's been the fondest memory of your drag racing career so far?
Well, the last time we talked was when I made it to the semifinal. Out of all luck, not running the number, nothing, but I would say taking out the top dog at Hot Rod Reunion first round, that felt really good. Because he's had me beat, he's had my number every single time. The only thing that I had him on was leaving before him, but this time we had him the whole time, and I know that was a big upset for him.
All right, now, if people that are listening into the interview right now live want to find your schedule and see what's going on with you, what's the best way for them to follow you?
A good thing to follow me on would probably be Instagram. I'll be updating when I have races then and stuff like that. But if not, we do the ANRA series in Bakersfield. You can find that all on their website. And then also the Vintage 760 we're going to hit this year. That's all at the Fontana track. And then depending how we do at March Meet, if we do fairly well then we'll be following the Heritage Series with NHRA, and that's all on NHRA's website. We'll be chasing points that way, traveling. I think the farthest race is out there in Tulsa.
Now,
so depending how we do out there, we'll be heading out there maybe.
Now, you think you ever make a Facebook page for your racing?
You know, I've been thinking about it. I know I should do it, but I'm like never on my phone, and like I'm always doing something. But I I need to make time for it. That's why today on my Instagram I posted that sorry that I haven't been around, stuff like that. But I'm going to try to post at least one thing a day, and then hopefully I'll start a Facebook page. I need to do that.
Oh, maybe your girlfriend can run a Facebook page for you.
See, that would be a great idea.
There you go. I know you're listening out there. You heard the idea now. So start building that Facebook like page for Logan.
Yeah.
Then I'll invite people to the page, get you some more likes and all that. You know.
Oh yeah, that would be more than nice, dude. I need to do something here.
Then I can post this interview up on that page when it gets up there.
Oh yeah.
Yep. So now, how important do you think it is for the families that bring kids out to watch drag racing these days, Logan?
How important is it?
Yeah, how important do you think it is for kids to watch drag racing?
Oh, I think it's very important. People need to get more involved in this sport, and the more kids, the better. I always see a bunch of junior drag racers, which I think is awesome, because as soon as they get older, we're going to have more people racing, and it's always better. The more the merrier, I think.
Yeah,
it gives the kids something to do, too, rather than either sitting there playing video games all day or, getting into stupid stuff.
Yeah, the kids are the future of drag racing.
Exactly.
Some of these junior dragsters, hopefully they'll be the next John Forrest, Courtney Forrest, and Brittany Forrest, all that stuff,
Exactly. You never know who you're going to run into either. And that's where it all starts, is junior drag racing. So,
yep.
Why
Well,
not?
Logan, I want to thank you very much for taking time tonight to do an interview with me.
Hey, dude, thank you. Anytime.
Well, we'll do more in the future, and, hopefully we'll talk about some big wins for you.
Definitely. And as soon as I do, you'll be the first one I let know.
Yeah, you got my number. You ever want to text me, call me, you got my number.
Sweet. Thank you. I appreciate it.
One more thing. You have any final words, thank yous, anything you want to give out to anybody listening?
I want to thank my mom, my stepmom, my mom, my dad, everyone involved in what I do and have brought me to where I am now. I couldn't ask for anything better, and hopefully I can give you guys a lot in return. And thank you, Famosa Raceway, for always having my back and being just really good guys. And thanks for interviewing me.
Oh, you're welcome. What about Courtney?
I'm sorry?
You're not going to thank Courtney?
She's a part of it. She knows. But I love you, Courtney. And thanks for listening to me and dealing with me.
Well, thanks again for your time, Logan. And I wish you the best of luck with your next race coming up.
Alrighty, thank you. I appreciate it. Good talking to you.
You have a great night.
Alright, you too.
Bye.
Bye.